أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Hadith 6 on Taharah. And this hadith عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: طهور إناء أحدكم إذا ولغ فيه الكلب أن يغسله 7 مرات أولهن بالتراب أو آخرهن بالتراب. In this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ tells us that the purification of the utensils that has been licked by a dog is to be washed 7 times. One of them, in some narrations, the first time, in some narration, the last time, should be with soil or any surface or sand. So this hadith, we talked yesterday about the impurities, different types of impurities. We talked about blood, we talked about the extracts of private parts. All that's to be considered impure. And in this hadith, we are now getting into animals. So we know from this hadith, the scholars deduce that dogs are considered to be impure. And based on the majority, Jumhur al-Ulama, Abu Hanifa, al-Shafi'i, Ibn Hanbal, that the dog, the hair of the dog, everything, not only the saliva of the dog, all of it is considered to be impure. And we go by this opinion as well. Now, what do you do if the dog licked utensils? Specifically, the hadith talks about utensils. It must be washed the way it is described in the hadith, 7 times. One of them should be washed with like hard surface, like sand or something similar. Some contemporary scholars argue that you can, do it with soap and whatever materials that could be useful to clean it. That could be also acceptable. Now, what happens if the dog licked our clothes, or you go into the park, in the mall, wherever we always come to these encounters, almost daily, that a dog could lick your pants as you walk in your shoes and so on. The scholars are of the opinion that the 7 times does not apply to anything else except utensils. So only utensils, you have to worry about the 7 times. Beside that, anything else, clothes, pants, shoes, carpets, whatever it is, only make sure you remove whatever najasa, impurities are, you can see, and then you wash it, and that will be sufficient, inshallah. Now comes to similar hadith about the cat. Does this apply to all animals? The najasa only applies to the dog and pigs. Beside that, most of the animals are considered to be okay. And in this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, when he was asked about al-hirra, the cat, the Prophet ﷺ says, إنها ليست بنجس إنها من الطوافين عليكم. It is one of the animals, domestic animal, that can intermingle and circulate around you without any issues. So that means cats are okay to have. And of course, talked yesterday about the extracts of animals as well. They must be cleaned and they are considered to be impure. So the extracts of cats, just like any other animal, is impure, but the cat itself is pure. Extracts impure, the cat itself is pure. And this takes us to another also relevant hadith. How about dead animals? The ruling is that dead animals are impure unless they have been slaughtered. So the biha, if you have the biha, the meat, and it is considered to be pure unless it is a dead animal, and that doesn't make any difference whether it's one of the animals that we can eat or not. It is always going to be impure. How about there's another hadith actually that says ما قطع من البهيمة وهي حية فهو ميت. Whatever is cut off of the animal while it's alive is considered to be also impure. So if you go hunting and you're not lucky enough to get all of the deer, you get one leg of the deer, then you cannot eat it. It's considered to be impure, and any parts of the animal is considered to be impure. I think, yes, one more in terms of najasa, because inshallah today we conclude the najasat. So we talked about the extracts, we talked about blood, we talked about animals, and one more thing is khamr, wine, alcohol is considered to be also impure. There is dispute whether it is pure or impure, but inshallah, I go by the opinion that says it is impure, and should be avoided. That means if it comes in our clothes or if we come to in any contact with it, we have to wash it, make sure we remove it and we wash it as well. So that's all about the najasat. Now inshallah, start from next class, we'll be talking about different topic in terms of utensils, what utensils can be used and what cannot be used specifically. Inshallah, that will be the next time. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Jazakumullah khair.